How y'all doing, folks? Now, I want to tell you right here and right now, this video is not meant for all you smart-ass son bitches out there that think you know everything. This video was put out for my grandchildren. And all I talk about is just family stuff and some helpful hints about changing your oil. Now, yes, I know I got bad teeth. I know I'm fat as a damn hog. I don't need no negative comments from none of you smart alecks out there. Yes, I know I look better with a beard. I don't want to hear it. This is just a little something for the kids that maybe they can look back on 10, 15 years from now and laugh at their old PawPaw. Okay? You're welcome to watch it. But if you think you already know everything there is to know, what the hell are you doing watching a video on how to change oil? All right, let's get on with the video, shall we? I don't buy new cars. I don't buy brand names. I go to Goodwill for my clothes. I like to save money. I like to find bargains. It's the life I chose. I throw nothing away. I'll find a use another day for all this junk I keep. My neighbors all hate me. They abuse and berate me 'cause I like doing it cheap. Yeah, I like doing it cheap. Welcome to another episode of Doing It Cheap. Boy, what you doing back there? You sure make a lot of noise. How y'all doing? It's PawPaw again. What you got me? Oh, you got some windshield washer fluid. Get you some windshield washer fluid going on there. Yeah. Ha ha ha. You silly rascal. Alright. I'll take the hint. Anyway. Yes, the beard has been shaved off. My wife would, she always told me, she says, honey, you look 20 years younger when you shave. So I went and shaved. I said, baby, do I look 20 years younger now? She said, no, not no more. You just still look like an old man. I reckon I let it grow back. Oh yeah. I grow that mustache over my mouth to hide the bad teeth I've got. I guess I could be a poster child for the Tennessee hillbilly mountain man bad teeth look. So one of these days I'll save up a little bit of money and get me some store-bought teeth. Anyway, the purpose of this video is don't touch that. The purpose of this video is to show folks that ain't never changed oil in a vehicle before how to do it. Now, a bunch of y'all are going to be sitting around saying, PawPaw, why are you doing a dumbass video on how to change oil? Look, if you ain't never done it before, how do you know how to do it? I have a relative, I won't say who it is, but this was a grown man. And he had never changed oil in a vehicle. He didn't know how. So I used to change his oil for him. And then he just decided he'd just pay extra and have it done at the oil changing place. Whatever. But I like doing it cheap. And I save a few dollars doing it myself. And when you're retired, any dollar you save is like earning a dollar. So if I get down here and I change my own oil, which only takes a few minutes, and let's just say, just for the sake of argument,
that I do it in 5 minutes. And I save myself $5. My God, that's like earning $60 an hour. That's pretty good money. Where you come from, too. Anyhow. But many of you have always have heard me say lots of times that I do this for my grandchildren. You know, this is sort of a legacy to leave to them. So what I'd like to do is let me start out by showing what all you need here. And you don't need much, okay? Now, this particular truck is a 2001 Dodge Ram 2500 V8 Magnum. Dodge Ram 2500 V8 Magnum is 5.9 liters, and according to the owner's manual, it has a oil capacity of 5 quarts. Now, we used to always say 5 quarts plus what's in the filter. So we'll find out whenever we go do it. I bought 2 jugs, and now then, so many vehicles now require more than 4 quarts of oil that they start putting oil in the 5-quart jug. And I just buy mine at Walmart because all this oil has to meet minimum government standards. Now I said minimum government standards. There's some of them oils out there, all kind of high dollar oil. Royal Purples are good. But this old truck right here, I give $2,750 for it. And hell, if I keep the oil changed, then ain't no telling how long it'll last. Don't you hit my camera! Let me help you get out of here. Let me have it. There you go. Go right over there. Oh, I wonder if my grandson will look back and watch this video when he's over. Now, don't jab that stick up in my four-wheeler there, boy. Anyway, one of the things that I like to do in all of my vehicles is I like to make me a little quick reference card. And what I do is I take the lid off of the oil filter box. When I go buy a new oil filter, I take the lid off the top of the box and I write down some pertinent information, such as this oil pan requires a 5/8 of an inch wrench. Okay? So instead of me having to crawl down under there like I did a few minutes ago to find out what size it is, I could have just gone to my handy dandy reference card if I had already had one and know that I need a 5/8 inch wrench. And I put on here what type of oil I use. It's a 10W40. Good job! My grandson pulled his pants and underwear down and peed. All right, outstanding. 2-year-old. Didn't waste the diaper that time. You're a good boy. You reckon he'll be embarrassed by this someday? At least I didn't turn the camera around on him. Good job, boy. Doing just like your PawPaw. Oh. Anyway, hold my little cheat card here. I'll put what kind of oil I use, what type. I'm running 10W40. And I do want to tell you about oil. You don't want to mix viscosities. For example, let's say you got a quart low on oil, you wouldn't want to put 20W50 in it or straight 30 weight or something like that. You want to put the same viscosity. And some people argue about it in an old vehicle, it don't matter, and some will, some won't. But imagine you got sand and you got marbles. Okay? Sand and then marbles, they'll fill the space, but they got different diameters. And that can actually cause, changing the viscosity can actually wreak a little bit of havoc in your engine. So that's for some people to argue about. Say, yeah, well, no, it won't, you're crazy, and all that kind of stuff, so I'll leave it to y'all. I don't mix viscosities. I put on here what kind of spark plugs it uses and what's the cap to set them on. Alright? So, pull out my handy dandy little card out of my glove box when I go in to buy whatever I need, and I know that I've got a 2001 Dodge with a 5.9 liter engine on it. It's 10W40 and what kind of spark plugs it uses, and I've got that handy to take in there and do what I need to be getting instead of having to look it up every time. Alright, enough of that. Again, it calls for 5 quarts. I've got 5 quarts, but I've also got another 5-quart jug just in case I need a little bit more. I've got my 5/8 inch wrench here. I've got my oil filter, and I've got a rag. Now, what I did prior to starting this video is I did go underneath the vehicle, and I did make sure that I could untwist my oil filter and my oil plug, because we're trying to film it, make it nice and smooth. And I do urge you that if you are getting ready to change your oil, that the first thing you do when you get ready to get down there and do it is you try to make sure that that oil filter is going to come loose. You know you're going to get the drain plug out, because a wrench is going to do that. But if you can't reach up there with your hand and twist that loose, you got to get your oil filter wrench on it. But just make sure that's the first thing you want to do. Make sure you can get that oil filter off. Because if you can't, you're just spinning your wheels, wasting your time. Okay? You sure don't want to drain the oil out of your engine and then say, darn, now I can't get the filter off, so I've got to put the plug back in, just put new oil on top of an old dirty filter. So we don't want to do that. Alright, enough of that. Now let's get down here and get to changing some oil, shall we? I'm going to carry the camera down there with me, and I'm going to point out where the stuff is, what we're looking for. You may not actually get to see me do it, but at least you'll see what's going on. Alright. Crawl my big butt under here. Oh. Well. Of course, this being a 4-wheel drive, big old chunk is in the way. So you got to find where in the hell is my oil pan. And the oil pan is actually right back in there. Let's see if I can point it out. Oil pan's right back here. So I'm going to go underneath this chunk and show it to you. There we are. Now there's my drain plug that I'll put a 5/8 wrench on, and right up there is my oil filter. This thing's trying to focus in on something maybe closer, further away, but anyway, all I gotta do is untwist that oil filter, rub a little bit of oil on the gasket of the new one, put it right back on, then drain this oil out right here. Let it drain, put the plug back in, then put new oil in it. That's all. Just a helpful hint, folks. Drain the oil from the oil pan before you take the filter loose. I had a lot of oil that came out. It was dripping everywhere when I pulled the oil filter. All there is to this. So let me get back out from under here. Woo. God, did somebody step on a duck? Woo. My goodness. Yeah, my hat's underneath the truck. Alright, Well, let me get down there and and what we'll be doing there is whenever I pull the old gasket off, or old filter off, I'll dip my finger a little bit of oil, slick that up a little bit, put it on there, and you get it snug. Then just a quarter of a turn. That's all you do. You can check it later to see if it's leaking. But you don't over tighten these, or it's hair in the butter trying to get them off. So I've got a collection pan to collect this oil and everything in. So give me just a couple of minutes and I'll be right back. Oh my goodness, what are you doing? What are you doing, boy? Are you looking at yourself on the camera?
Yeah.
Can you see yourself?
Yeah. I do.
Yeah. How convenient of my son-in-law to have one of these nice catch basins where you catch the oil, plug it up, and then carry it like a big old jug. I like that. Of course, I put my used oil right back into the original container that the new oil came in. Then I can use that used oil for all kinds of different applications. Alright, let me get down there and get this done. Get her done! What do you think, Sadie?
Somebody is so fat, they look like they need to be doing some push-aways. Push away from the darn table. Damn it, man, lose some weight. God, talk about a fat ass. Damn.
It never fails. That always happens to me when I pull the oil plug off. PawPaw, how much money you saving doing that shit for yourself? I don't know, $5. That's alright. I have nothing better to do. Save $5. Save the gasoline going to get it done. Making a video on YouTube. Spending time with my grandson. Priceless. Oh. Woo! Alright, I got the oil filter on, and it's still draining a little bit of oil out of the oil pan. Oh, there he goes. What you caught? You caught a dog? Quit, Sadie, quit! Well, you want some help? You need some help? Give it here. Oh my goodness. You got Harley's stick. And you got your little plastic fish on there.
Yeah, got the drill on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, over 3.
Alright, well, let's see here. Let's see the... Alright. Crank it up. There you go. Hey, take it outside and do that. Oh. Well, alrighty then. The old oil is out. Bring in the new. I'm gonna put this in my. Whoop. Oh man. I'm gonna put this in my glove box before I forget about it. Here we go, boy. Okay, this is why I like to have a Ringer washing machine, the old Ringer washing machine. You can take your old dirty work clothes, greasy rags, whatever, throw them off in that Ringer washing machine. That thing just sit there and wash all day long until you finally drain the water out. You know, turn it off, drain the water out of it. Rinse it, and run them through the Ringer. Like I tell you, my daddy actually took a regular washing machine and he put a switch between the power and the timer on the washer, so that thing would, once it started agitating, you flip that switch and the timer stopped, but the thing just kept agitating. I have to do a video on making one of them one of these days. But anyhow, it worked great until my mother would go in there and just load it up, put the washing powders in there, turn it on and flip the switch. And then what would happen? It'd start filling and filling and filling and filling. Run off out on the floor. Flood the utility room. Oh my goodness. You gonna catch all of them? He's down there in the creek. A little fishing pole and a little plastic fish. Having himself a time. Every kid ought to have a creek to play in. Okay, let me show this to y'all. Not everybody knows where to put the oil in at. I hope this shows up. It's dark in here. I hope this is to lighten up and show you. Anyway, on this engine, this is a V8. So you got two valve covers. This thing right here is a valve cover. And this right here is where we open it up, and that's where we put our oil, okay? So I'll just unscrew that, stick a funnel in there, and pour this 5 quarts of oil in there. It's nice to know, according to the manufacturer, how much oil you need, because then I don't have to worry about overfilling it. And I just sit here and just pour the whole jug in there and not worry about it. All right. So. Out. Put the funnel in. It's actually a transmission fluid funnel, but it beats nothing. Actually, my whiskey jug funnel will be better than that. Where's it at? What I want to point out to you is that's just about the same diameter versus this. So, this is the same one I used to put hydraulic fluid in my backhoe. And look at that. That almost screws in tight. All right. 5 quarts. Carter, you all right? Carter! Well, let this be a lesson to you young people. I ain't condoning going out there and drinking whiskey. Just get the old neighbor next door, whoever that does, or your old Uncle Bob or something, and get you a 1.75 plastic bottle. Cut the bottom out of it. You got you a sure enough funnel there. Now, I will take a Sharpie and I'll write on here used oil, and I'll use that maybe on a chainsaw, or maybe to paint some wood on a trailer or something like that. Help waterproof it. So we'll get that later. Now, right now, we got oil in it, and 2 things left to do. We want to check our dipstick, see that we got oil in it. That's a good way to make sure it's not all dumping on the ground. Then we're going to crank it up, make sure we got oil pressure. Let it settle down, check it again, and that'll be it. Okay. So, what you doing, boy? Over here. Check the oil. Amazing. It says I'm full. Well, I knew I was full. Now, one of the things I noticed when I remove the oil filter, there's quite a bit of oil drained out afterwards. Like there was a section up in there, you know, that held oil. And this oil dipstick is showing that I'm slightly overfilled. So we'll crank the engine up, let it run a minute, let it get circulating, shut it off, let it set a second, then we'll check the oil again. It ought to be on perfect. I'll fix it. Oh, I'll fix it for you. Okay. So, we got over 40 pounds of oil pressure. And we'll give it just a second and we'll let this settle down. We'll let it settle down and then we will check it again. What'd you do here, boy? You got it all knotted up, didn't you? This is what PawPaws are for. Take care of them boys. Now let's check that oil pressure, see what we got, the oil level, see where we're at. Alrighty then.
What are you doing, Papa?
Alright. To be on the perfect mark, this says I need to put a little bit more in it because I've got it sitting up there in that filter. And I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait till it gets maybe. No, don't hit my camera, little buddy. Well, yeah. Let me give it a minute. I'll top it off. Anyway. Let me take this camera out here in the light. Yeah. I guess I better show people that.
I don't care.
Yeah, turkey.
Yeah,
A turkey crossed the road in front of me. I tried to swerve and miss it because I didn't want to bust out a headlight on a daggum old wild turkey. But looks like I got an eyelash. Alright, well let me show y'all what this oil dipstick looks like. Now don't touch any of that, that's got oil on it. Now, you want to make sure you hold your dipstick horizontal, because if you hold it, you know, point it up, it's going to run down, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to fix your fishing pole. I'll fix your fishing pole. Right here at my thumbnail is the full mark. However, this entire section right here is safe. So, for those of you that are really anal retentive, you want to put a little bit more oil in there to bring it up to that mark, you go right ahead. But if they're saying it's safe to be right there, that's where I'm going to run it. So, there. Well, all right then. It's been old PawPaw showing you how to change oil in your truck, or your car, or your backhoe, or anything you got. It's all the same thing. Replace the filter, drain the old oil out, put the oil plug back in, put the filter back on, fill up the new oil. That's it. That's it. So, now, this is also a good time to be checking all your other fluids. You know, topping off anything that might need topping off. Brake fluid, power steering fluid, radiator, anything. But I'll leave that for another day. Folks, y'all have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. I gotta fix that little boy's fishing pole. Bye, y'all.